Isn't it amazing how much of our lives we spend searching for something we can't quite put into words? That inner voice that whispers, telling us, this is who I am, this is what I was meant to be. Yet, it often feels like a myth, just out of reach, like a dream we wake up from too soon. We're constantly being pulled in different directions, shaped by expectations, external pressures, and the endless noise of the world around us. We start to lose sight of ourselves, forgetting what it even means to be truly and deeply authentic. But what if I told you there's a way out of this confusion? What if there was a guide, a roadmap designed to help us rediscover our true nature? Carl Jung, one of the greatest minds in psychology, dedicated his life to understanding the self and how we can become whole. His wisdom has stood the test of time, and today we're going to explore 5 powerful lessons from Jung that will help you unlock the doors to your true self. Lesson 1: Embrace your shadow. Jung introduced the idea of the shadow, the hidden, rejected parts of ourselves that we suppress, ignore, or pretend don't exist. We like to believe that we are only the good parts, the admirable traits, the qualities we are proud of. But beneath the surface, there is more. The shadow isn't just the dark side of our nature. It is any part of us we have been conditioned to deny, whether it be anger, vulnerability, ambition, or even creativity. The more we reject our shadow, the more it controls us unconsciously. To truly understand ourselves, we must stop running from these hidden aspects and start integrating them. Only by bringing our shadow into the light can we transform it from a source of fear into a source of strength. When we acknowledge the parts of ourselves that we find uncomfortable or unacceptable, we gain a deeper sense of self-awareness and inner peace. So take a moment to reflect. What parts of yourself have you been avoiding? What traits do you judge in others that might actually be reflections of something unresolved within yourself? Facing your shadow is not easy, but it is one of the most liberating things you can do on your journey to authenticity. Lesson 2: The self is a journey, not a destination. One of the biggest misconceptions people have about self-discovery is that it's a place to arrive at, a final state where everything makes sense, where we have all the answers and feel completely whole. Jung argued that this is an illusion. The self is not a fixed point, but an ongoing process of becoming. We are constantly evolving, growing, and shedding old versions of ourselves. Every experience, every challenge, every moment of introspection adds another layer to our understanding of who we are. This means that if you feel lost or uncertain, it doesn't mean you are failing. It means you are living. The process of discovering yourself never truly ends, and that's a good thing. If we stop evolving, we stop truly living. Instead of striving to find yourself once and for all, embrace the idea that you are always in motion, always unfolding. Allow yourself to change without fear, to let go of rigid ideas about who you should be. The more you embrace the fluidity of your identity, the more you can align with your true nature rather than a version of yourself shaped by societal expectations. Lesson 3: Integrate the opposites within you. We are often taught to think in absolutes, good or bad, strong or weak, rational or emotional. But Jung believed that true self-actualization comes when we learn to integrate the opposites within us. You are not just one thing. You are a complex, multifaceted being with contradictions that make you whole. For example, we might think of ourselves as kind, but we also have the capacity for anger. We might pride ourselves on being logical, yet deep down, we are also guided by instinct and intuition. Many of us struggle with this because we feel pressure to choose one side over the other. But real growth happens when we accept that both can coexist. Rather than seeing your contradictions as flaws, recognize them as part of your humanity. What qualities within you feel at odds with each other? What if instead of trying to suppress one, you found a way to honor both? Balance is not about eliminating contradictions, but learning to live in harmony with them. Lesson 4. The power of the unconscious. Jung believed that much of who we are lies beneath the surface, hidden in the depths of the unconscious mind. Our unconscious holds our deepest fears, desires, forgotten memories, and instincts. Often, it communicates with us through dreams, symbols, and gut feelings. If we want to truly understand ourselves, we must learn to listen. How often do we ignore the quiet voice inside us that warns us when something is wrong or urges us towards something greater? How often do we dismiss dreams as meaningless when they might actually be messages from our deeper self? Jung saw the unconscious as a vast, mysterious world filled with wisdom, waiting to be explored. Paying attention to your dreams, recurring patterns in your life, and the symbols that appear repeatedly can offer profound insights into who you are and what you need. The unconscious is always speaking. Are you listening? Lesson 5. The importance of individuation. Individuation is the process of becoming your most authentic self by integrating all aspects of who you are, your strengths, your weaknesses, your past, your potential. It is about moving beyond societal roles, family expectations, and external pressures to discover what truly matters to you. Many of us spend our lives living according to scripts handed down to us by parents, teachers, and society, never stopping to question whether these roles align with our deepest truths. To individuate means to break free from the need for external validation and forge your own path. It requires courage because it often means standing apart from the crowd, making decisions that others might not understand, and embracing the parts of yourself that don't fit neatly into predefined boxes. But the reward is freedom, the freedom to be yourself without apology. Think about the choices you have made in your life. How many were truly yours, and how many were influenced by what you thought you should do? What would your life look like if you made decisions purely from a place of inner alignment rather than external expectation? Individuation is not about rejecting the world. It's about learning how to live in it as your most authentic self. Final thoughts. Being your true self is not about perfection. It is about honesty. It is about having the courage to face every part of yourself, the beautiful and the broken, the known and the mysterious. Jung's lessons remind us that true freedom comes when we stop chasing an idealized version of ourselves and start embracing who we truly are, flaws and all. If you're ready to embark on this journey of self-discovery, take a moment to reflect. Which of these lessons speaks to you the most? Where in your life can you begin to embrace your shadow, integrate opposites, or listen more closely to your unconscious? The true self isn't something you find, it's something you uncover piece by piece, moment by moment. And the best part? You don't have to be perfect to be whole. If you're interested in diving deeper into Jung's philosophy and how it can transform your life, check out the suggested video on your screen. Thank you for being part of this journey. The real you is waiting. It's time to meet them.